What is up, everyone on YouTube? It's your boy, the Memphis XLR8, coming at you with 100 Days Yu-Gi-Oh! Every day for 100 days. We duel with a different deck every single day. Today, we're taking a look at good old Subterror Control, which is a deck all around flipping our monsters face down and up, getting ourselves some advantage, and taking away everything our opponent has that they would call an advantage. And we're going to have ourselves a good old fun time with this deck, just doing what Subterrors do best. And, of course, I got my shout-outs of the day. I'm going to go ahead and shout out a couple people. Let's give it to Matthew, Simon, and, let's see, I got a list here. Alejandro Tong, 2 longtime subscribers to the channel. Thanks, guys, for sticking around. So, let's go ahead and get started with this deck. We're going to have ourselves good old times. And, let's just take it into the field of battle and see how it does. Alrighty, our first opponent, and I forgot the sleeves. I forgot the sleeves. That's unfortunate. Oh my goodness. How did I forget the sleeves? It's been 67 days in a row and I've had a different pair of sleeves every day, but this time I've got the wrong sleeves, which is unfortunate. And we're up against Rokkets. Okay. I mean, pretty bare bones Rokkets. It looks like he bricked a little bit. Luckily, I've got less brick in my hand. So, we'll see what we've got. Yeah, this'll work. Let's start out with the Pot of Indulgence. Extra deck does not matter all too much in Subterrors. Not to say I can't use it. Obviously, I've made an extra deck I can use. I'm just saying I don't really need it as much. Let's go ahead for the Pot of Duality. This is going to let me cycle through some more cards. Let's see what we got. I'll get myself a Fiendess, a nice bit of negation. Basically, if I have a Subterror that's face up, I can negate whatever and flip it face down. And I'd activate my field spell. The Hidden City searches out a Subterror, and we want Guru. Guru is the heart and soul of our deck, that's for sure. Because you set the guy, you use your field spell to flip him face up, and then Guru searches any Subterror card. It's pretty nice. My opponent's got something. Well, maybe not. Okay, so now Guru's been flipped face up. Like I said, now I get to search out any Subterror card I desire. He's got something. I'm just worried about what that something could be. Could be a lot of things. Not gonna lie, it could be many a thing. There's a lot of cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! And it could be a lot of them. And I want to get Subterror Final Battle. This trap is ridiculously good. It has 4 different effects. I can either flip a monster face up, flip a monster face down, make it so my monster gains attack equal to its defense. What was the last one? I can't have my effects negated for a turn. And the thing about it is that after you activate Final Battle, it will go face down again. It's kind of like Scrap Iron Scarecrow. It's a pretty nasty thing. And if I destroy his monsters, stuff happens. So I'm going to end my turn for now. I'm just going to end my turn on that. I don't want him getting stuff. I don't want him to be cycling through his deck, potentially getting the right stuff. That would not be any good. So we'll just sit on it. He's got Shell Rocket and probably another rocket of some form. Since he said it, I'm going to guess this is the tuner, though I have no grounds on that. I'm just saying it's probably that. That's my guess. That's what I'm guessing here. Yep. Yeah, Rocket's a very popular deck nowadays. They can do some ridiculous combos. I'm going to have to play them myself, actually, at some point. I just have to find... I want to do something different. I don't know. I saw a good old hard leg playing like Rocket Burn the other day, so, you know, different combos and different strategies exist. Just have to figure out what I want to do. Right now, I'm sitting pretty. I mean, I've got everything to stop everything my opponent could possibly do. I've got an effect failure, I've got Fiendess, I've got this, I got that, I got that, I got that, I got everything. Everything in the world. And I've also got my Subterror Behemoth Ultraman. That's what this guy's name is, Ultraman. Basically, if my monster gets flipped face down, I can summon this from my hand. If this guy gets flipped, I can change all other face-up monsters on the field face down. It's pretty cool. So basically, you know, if my opponent was going for big link plays, I can flip this on my opponent's turn with this to just flip all his monsters down, and he couldn't do anything. Speaking of doing nothing, my opponent's not doing anything either. I don't know why. Have you given up all hope? Are you really struggling to think of what to do? Or have you realized that there's no way you're getting around this? I would be very surprised if my opponent could get around this. It's a very powerful start. The only thing I can think of doing stronger than this is if I had there could be only one, which would lock my opponent. Well, it wouldn't work against this, but you know what I mean. So, looks like my opponent has. He's just about to time. Oh, wait. I thought I saw something happen there. Yeah, but he timed out. He has timed out. I guess he just did not want to play. Well, that's an unfortunate way to win, but we are about control, and we did control the board. The board was ours. So we're going to call that a win. I'll do a bonus duel because that was a little anticlimactic, but let's go ahead into duel number 2 and continue to do our Subterror control things. Alrighty, our second opponent. I went ahead and changed up the sleeves. These look a lot nicer, I gotta say. I always like a deck to have sleeves just for it. And I forgot to mention we do want to go first, obviously. We are playing control deck. So obviously going first is ideal, and that's what we're gonna do. Alrighty, going first. What hand do we have? It's an interesting hand. This is the trap. There could only be the one. It's a really nice trap card because what this does is it basically makes it so both players can only have one of each type of monster. This works for us because all our monsters are different types, of course. But if our opponent's playing, like, let's say, Blue Eyes, for example, he can only have one dragon on his field. My opponent's playing Spellcasters, can only have one Spellcaster, etc., etc. So this is really good for locking out any sort of deck that uses all the same type of monster. Let's see, and I've got my Guru, I've got my Call by the Grave, a Solemn Johnson just in case. All in all, I enjoy this hand. You know, couldn't be much better. Alright, we're up against Magical Bullets. Well, I'm going to be playing a lot of Sensor Differentiation, because I'm pretty sure all of his monsters are the same type. So, we'll see how it goes. I don't remember. Magic Muskets, the typing doesn't really matter. They're all about playing the spell traps from the hand and all that stuff. So we'll see. We will indeed see. Let's see what he's gonna do. I mean, he's summoned out Starfire. He's got that. Do I want to negate that? I could, and it is tempting, but I'll leave it. As much as I want to, I'm gonna say nah. I'll use Solemn Johnson for more important negations. You know, I just don't want to stop that. We'll see. My opponent gets a whole lot of nothing done, because that's what he's got done. Alright, let's go ahead and set another card. Let's flip up Guru, and attempt to search us out another card. Very nice. We'll see. He probably has, what is it called? What's that? What's the card? I can't remember what the name of the card is. There it is. Cross Domination. And he can negate my effects and all that stuff. Nah. As much as I want to, I really need to save this for later. So let's go ahead and summon out our Subterror Nemesis Archer. This thing has the effect of it battles a face-down monster. I can shuffle it into deck instead. It's pretty nice. I could even summon out some extra deck monsters myself, but for now, let's just beat over this Magic Bullet here. I just don't want it on the board. Don't want him having monsters, what can I say? So I'm going to go ahead and main phase 2. I really wish Guru wasn't stopped. And you're not a flippy monster, Nemesis Archer, so I can't be making that. Alright. And this is still going to be negated. But I'm going to play it anyway in case he tries to stop me. Alright. Well, Guru's back to life, and that's all nice. Very nice. Basically, I can flip him and an opponent's monster. As soon as he tries to summon something, I'm going to flip it. I'm going to flip it good. That way, Guru gets his effects back, and everything's nice and dandy. And I'm going to be like, Guru, flip you. I'm just going to try to flip that dude, man. I don't want him drawing more things. He already drew a lot of things. You know what? This might seem wasteful, but this time I am going to Solemn this. Mostly because I just don't want him to keep doing stuff. I don't want him to be able to do anything. That's the thing. I'm all about control, and the board is mine again. I may have less life points. Well, if I didn't have a Link monster, I might have been worried about that. Luckily, I have said Link monster. Let's go ahead and activate our own field spell, our Hidden City. Search us. Oh man, if only I had a Fiendess earlier. I'm gonna get another Guru, I suppose. I suppose I'm just gonna have to go for another Guru. This is all I can do. Let's go ahead and go for... Doesn't really matter, does it? I'm just trying to get rid of that dang old field spell of his. You know, obviously I could discard Pop It right now and attack. But I really want to keep Guru. What can I say? Guru's my bro. So I'm just going to end my turn. And then your stupid Mystic Mine goes away. Mystic Mine. It's a card that keeps showing up. I despise it. Pretty much everyone despises it. I don't think anybody likes this card. Except for troll players. I mean, granted, I've played a troll deck before with this in it. And I keep looking at it whenever I play troll decks. But that doesn't mean you put it in things that aren't troll decks, you know? Keep this to the trolls and just play the dang game, ya little shite. Alright, so now he's got Kid the Brave back up. He's probably going to play something here. I would imagine he either has another Domination or he's got Desperado. One of the two. Or possibly one of those continuous traps of his. We'll see. We'll see indeed. Or he'll just go for Maxi Boy. That is also a possibility. No, he did nothing. Fascinating. Oh, hey, I got another one. Sweet. Alright, let's go ahead and set Guru. Use Field Spell to flip Guru. I mean, he probably figures that's exactly what this is. It says it's Guru. So he's probably going to try to negate this if he can. If he has the potential of negating this, he will negate it. Because he doesn't want me to flip Guru and start searching out things. That's for sure. Wonder why he didn't go for, like, Max or something. It's really weird. It's really rather odd, not gonna lie. Alright. So now I've got my Guru. I'm gonna go ahead and search out another Subterror card. Should I get Final Battle? Probably. Probably a good idea to get the Final Battle. It is one of our most important cards, after all. So, why does he wait so much? Are you just really thinking hard, or what is the deal? He probably worried about me having another Solemn Johnson, is what it is. Unfortunately, I can't Guru right now. Shoot. That dang old Cross Domination, what can I say? It's an obnoxious card, and he keeps getting it. Keeps getting it, and why is it still waiting? You have something else to play? Do you have Desperado in your hand or something? Gonna go off on a limb and say he has Desperado in his hand, and he's wondering if he should play it or not. That's my guess. Well, so much for Guru this turn. I mean, granted, he'll just be fine. He'll just have to sit there for now. That's just what I'm gonna have to do. I'm just gonna have to sit with Guru. And why did you not... Maybe he doesn't have anything in his hand. Maybe his hand's garbage. I don't know. It's really weird. This is an odd Magic Musket deck. I mean, he's used all three of his Dominations. He hasn't done anything. It's weird. It's very odd. I'm just gonna go ahead and end my turn. That way my Guru gets his effects back and all that good stuff. That's the nice thing about Domination, is that it only lasts for a turn. Otherwise, it would be stupidly annoying. I mean, it is stupidly annoying, but you know what I mean. Alright, Monster Reborn. What are you reviving? Because I've got my Call by the Grave, and I'm going to be like, no. None of that. There shall be none of that, sir. No revival for you. Nope. I'm all about the control, and I'm controlling all up in this house. Alright, let's see here. Let me think about that. Well, unfortunately, I have nothing to flip face down, so I'm just going to have to attack, I suppose. Unfortunately, if he had a monster to flip, I could flip it and summon Irmastrix here. That way I'd have a big beat stick that can banish stuff. Unfortunately, I can't flip this face down because obviously it's a link monster. So I'm just going to have to set, attack, set, and a pass. Back to life points being about the same. I am now back ahead in the game, so there you go. We'll see what he draws into now. That's why I don't play the dang old pot, you know? Too much risk of banishing your good stuff. He's probably banished a lot of his better cards just by playing that thing. So, it's his own fault. And he's doing it again. Goodness gracious. If I had a Solemn Johnson, I would have played it right now. Just to spite him. Just a little bit of spite. Alright, man. I mean, granted, there was that odd chance of Grand Magi to Aiza, but what are the odds of a Magic Musket player playing a card like that? Not much. But my opponent has surrendered, even though I did, well, I had, let's see, set monster of the field, Tario Subterror. I could have played Clash to get stuff back, and that's about it. But regardless, there's our second win. It was a weird deck. It was a weird opponent who just was not playing Magic Muskets normally, but it's fine. Let's just go for duel number 3 and continue to show off Subterrors. Alrighty, our third opponent. Hopefully this time have ourselves a better opponent who, they know what they're doing and we're able to do our control stuff. That last guy, he really didn't, I don't think he knew what he was doing. That or he just had the worst luck in the world with that pot of desires. I get extravagance in pot. I get the extravagance in the pot of desires mixed up every once in a while. Alrighty, let's see what we've got in our hand here. Not bad. I mean, I've got my hidden city to search. We'll see if we can search out a thing. Should I get another guru? I'm gonna get a Fiendess. I'm just gonna get another Fiendess, even though I already have a Fiendess. You know how it is. Let's set Guru and flip up Guru. Just flip up our boy. I usually put him in attack mode, even though I could put him in defense mode. I just really want my final battle. That way I can make my monster huge. Let's go ahead and set that, and end our turn. I think we'll be good right there. I've got Guru set up, I've got some negations, I've got a big dragon snake thing in my hand. Reinforcement of the army. This implies potentially elemental heroes, and it is. Elemental freaking heroes. You keep seeing them, man. It's a thing. People just really like their elemental heroes, what can I say? I'm going to go ahead and stop that, though, because I really don't want elemental heroes if I can help it. Because elemental heroes, their combos are long, and I don't want to have to deal with that. Alright, Soldier Boy is attacking, and he surrendered. Well, that's one way to control your opponent, just make them rage quit. Okay. Well, I have to do bonus duels anyway. I'm not going to count that one. Let's go for actual third opponent. That was too easy. Let's go for actual third opponent. Alrighty, our actual third opponent. Like I said, that last guy was just too easy. Little too easy, what can I say? So, let's see if this guy gives us a bit more of a challenge. Alright, let's see what we've got here. We're going second. Not ideal, because I prefer going first. We'll see. I mean, I've got my nice effect veiler here to stop his effects, so that's a good thing. Up against 6-card extra deck. Interesting. 6-card extra deck. Megaliths? Interesting. I mean, don't get me wrong, Megaliths can do stuff every once in a while. They're not the greatest thing in the world, but they're semi-competent at the very least, so we'll see what this is. We will see. I mean, he's got Talisman to add a ritual monster. If you don't know Megaliths, they're basically an archetype of ritual monsters that can double as ritual spells. It's kind of a neat thing they can do. I mean, I'm not going to be letting him search out another monster, which is what he wanted to do. But, I wonder what he's going to do with these two now. I mean, obviously he can't do the ritual summon no more unless these are both Megaliths. Because I already know he has one. Execution of the contract. Reveal ritual. Okay. So you reveal a ritual monster. And then you end your turn because you don't know what your deck's about. Alright, that'll work just fine for me. Let's go ahead and set a card. And I'm going to go ahead and summon my Nemesis Archer. Just to have a little bit of damage on the board. And let's go ahead and I'll attack Pen Silver so this never goes off. Yep, he has to tribute this in order for him to pop a card. It's kind of an underwhelming thing, the execution of contract, but what have you. I'm just going to beat over Pensiplume, and he's going to take a lot of damage, and I'm going to be happy. I've got my Fiendess to negate stuff, I've got my Ass Blossom to negate things. All's good in the hood. I mean, he's got one of them ritual boys in the hand, I got to be careful about that. Alright, another set card, and he's going to put that in defense mode. Very good, young Padawan. You have passed the test. But I'm gonna go ahead and get my field spell now, because I really like my field spell. He doesn't have a Megalith in the graveyard, so I'm fine with that. I want to add this to my hand. Do not activate Hidden City off of this. You will miss the timing. It's a thing. So, yep, I've got my Hidden City. I'm going to be able to add a Guru this next turn. Things will be good. It's just a weird version of Megaliths. I don't know. Have I played Megaliths in the 100 days yet? I have a feeling I have. I gotta check that. If not, I have to play them. Almost out of days for the 100 days. This is day 67, right? Something like that. Man, we're almost done with the 100 days. It feels like it's been forever since we started. It's crazy. So now my opponent's quickly realizing that he's made misplays and not knowing what he's actually supposed to be doing with his deck. So, we'll see. Maybe I shouldn't be that harsh. Clearly he's trying to do something fun with his Megaliths, and I should be supportive of him. Good job. You haven't ritual summoned yet. That's my coaching. That is my positive reinforcement there. You know, if you're playing a ritual deck, ritual summon. That's what I gotta say. Your whole archetype is about your monsters being used as ritual spells. It should not be that hard. I could go for that, but you know what? This guy hasn't even made a move yet, so I'm gonna wait on this. I'm just gonna wait on it, and I've got my hidden shitty. No, why would I do that? I never understood why you would Ash Blossom yourself. Why on earth? I mean, I know you're never going to do that. I just don't understand why the game would ask you, other than the fact that it's forcing you to ask. Alright, let's go ahead and flip Guru, use Guru's Effecto, and I could flip this, and I will eventually, but right now, Subterror Final Battle. I just really want my final battle, what can I say? And, yeah, let's just go ahead and beat into that monster of his. I could flip it, but I'll just save that for later. Right now, I just want to do flat damage output. Little bit of flat damage never hurt nobody. Nobody was ever hurt in the making of a card game. That's right. Alright. So, I'm going to flip them both, but I don't really want to do that right now. Because if I do, I can't use Fiendess. I need a face-up monster for that to work. It's kind of a thing. Some might argue Fiendess should have been the opposite. Flip a face down, face up. I say that person's silly because that would have been ridiculous. I mean, Fiendess is already good. It negates whatever. The fact that you have to have a face-up Subterror is, perfectly fine. And my opponent has surrendered. Sad to say, he wasn't playing the Megaliths, right? I mean, he's playing so many of these dang traps that don't do that much. So, let's go ahead to our fourth opponent and try to find ourselves a good, even matchup. I mean, I'd like that. Would you like that? I'd like that. Let's go find that. Alrighty, our fourth opponent. We'll see, man. We'll see how it goes. I really want some nice back and forth today. I know I'm all about the control, and I shouldn't be wanting back and forth at all. But it's just my inner self. I'm like, I like back and forth, where both players do stuff. You know what I mean? Even though I'm going to be trying to stop my opponent from doing stuff, I'd still want to see him doing it. Alrighty, going first. Let's see what we got here. I mean, I've got enough negation to stop most decks, so that's a good thing. But unfortunately, I don't have a single Subterror in my hand, so that's the sad bit. It's the sad but true state of affairs. Let's see what our opponent does, though. I mean, I've got my there can only be one. That should at least help. Go ahead, activate. Oh, I probably shouldn't have activated Metaverse now I think about it. Okay, it's fine. I'm just going to get my field spell. I'm just going to get my dang old field spell in my hand. Why not? I mean, what? He's got Thunderbird. Danger, DarkWorld, you say. Okay. Alright, well that might be problematic. Because while he does have things of the same type, most of the dangers have different types. So, this might be dicey. Might be a little dicey. I'm just going to go ahead and play this. My there can only be the one. We'll see what happens. We'll see indeed what happens. I mean, he does get to bring out Chupacoob. And it does get to draw another card. Might be tricky. Really depends on what he gets to work for him, you know? That's the thing. The Gates of the Dark World. Okay. This is unfortunate. If only I'd started with a Guru. Then I could have just completely messed this guy up. Unfortunately, I did not start with a Guru. I didn't start with Field Spell to get to the Guru. Target up to 2 cards your opponent controls. Special summon this card from the grave. I mean, he gets the first effect, not the second, because I didn't discard it. That's the thing about gold. You gotta do it that way. Alright. Bigfoot. And he's gonna try and pop me cards. He's gonna pop my there can only be the one. Unfortunate. Alright, and then he discards Chubacoo, which unfortunately means he gets back Bigfoot. And Bigfoot's got big numbers. Got some dang old big numbers, not gonna lie. And unfortunately, Solemn doesn't work off the dangers because it's a timing thing, and it's an effect thing. It's because they're being summoned by an effect, this doesn't work. If he goes for, like, Saryuja or something, this'll work. I doubt he'll go for Saryuja, but there's a slight potential of him doing so. But I rather doubt it. Because he's going to go ahead and get Snow, and then he gets to get a DarkWorld card. Probably Grapha. Yep, big old Grapha. Alright, so are you going to just attack me and hurt me really bad, or are you going to go for Saryuja? Or are you going to do that and then go for Saryuja? That would be the smart thing. You know, if he sees that I'm playing, I mean, there's always that fear of this being like a Mirror Force. But so few people play Mirror Force nowadays. So yeah, he's going to be the smart boy, and he's going to attack me first. This is unfortunate, because I'm going to take 3, 5... no, that's game. Gosh darn it, man. That is game, and it's game again. Oh, my goodness. That's game and a half is what that is. Unfortunate. Oh, that is unfortunate. One more turn, or if he had just gone for that darn old Saryuja. Because I could have gotten Hidden City out and just done my plays. Unfortunately, he just had everything go right for him, and we had everything go wrong. So, unfortunately, that's a loss. But I got one more bonus duel in me. Let's go for a final opponent and just, get ourselves one more nice Subterror duel in. Alrighty, our final opponent. Let's just go all out, go up, pull out all the stops. We're just going to do all the Subterror things we could ever want. And you know what? It's going to go perfectly. Nothing bad will happen. Everything will be beautiful and sexy, and opening hand is interesting. It's what I would call an interesting opening hand. I mean, if I can get some spell traps, it'd be perfect. This'll work. This'll work just fine. Let's go ahead, set a Guru, set a final battle, and just roll with it. This is our best trap card. It's got 4 different effects. How could we lose with that? Let's see, 45 card main deck. Could be a lot of things. I mean, it would have been nice if I had my bloody Eris right now, but unfortunately I don't. It's sad but true that I don't have me Eris. If I had me Eris, things would be perfect. Because then I could flip Guru, search a card, which I'll probably still do, that way I can get that Eris. But I would have liked one in my hand to start off. Galaxy Cleric. This card's in the hand. The normal special summon target 5 photons. Galaxy is different into the grave. Couple them into the grave. Okay. I have no idea what this is. I am genuinely confused. Not gonna lie. I'm gonna go ahead and flip up my Guru now. We'll see. I have no idea what this guy's up to. Not gonna lie. I have not... Oh, I mean, I guess he's playing photons. I don't know what the cleric dude's for, but it's there. We'll see. I mean, I've got Fiendess, so I can negate whatever to flip my Guru face down, or just straight up Guru to flip something face down. We'll see. We'll see indeed. It's all going to depend on what my opponent's up to. Because he summoned this cleric, and he's got all these mons. I'm going off on a limb and saying probably got something. I'm going to go ahead and stop him from getting draw power. I just don't want him to have draw power. What can I say? I don't want him drawing anything. And now that I flipped a monster, I can go ahead and summon out Irmistrix. I haven't got to do this today. It's really weird. Basically, I flip my boy face down. I get to summon this out. And, yeah, I just gotta flip him face down again so he gets his flip effect. That's the only thing. But for now, it's a 2700 defense wall. Soul Dragon. I see. He gets that back. Alright. And then he's already normal summoned, so I don't think he can summon that thing right now. No, he cannot. Okay, good. Yeah, unfortunately, though, he's going to just beat over Guru. Luckily, we have a spare. If I didn't have a spare, I would be a little upset at that, but we do have a spare, and all things are good. All things are good in the hood. I mean, this thing can't be flipped face down or nothing, but other than that, it's perfectly fine. Let's go ahead and hit up with another pot of the Indulgent Times. We'll find out in a moment what the heck we have left after this. We have used a Pot of Extravagance twice. Extra deck is pretty much dead. Let's see. You can target a Photon Galaxy, add it to your hand. Let's see here. What does this do? He can target a special summon monster, destroy it. I mean, fine, I guess. I don't really... I mean, whatever, dude. You do whatever you want to do. That's fine with me. Let's go ahead and normal summon Guru. Gonna go ahead and activate our Subterror Final Battle to increase our Guru's attack and defense. Not yet. Go ahead and make Guru 3400. And let's beat over this Soul Dragon. That way it will no longer be on the board. There you go. Then main phase 2 goes up. I'm going to go ahead and flip my Guru and his monster. That way Guru will be face down. And all will be good. And I'm just going to click some buttons just to click some buttons. Very nice. Got an Ash Blossom. I've got an Effect Veiler. I think we should be alright. You know, he's playing him some Photon Galaxies. They're all about swarming with a big bunch of big monsters. Making all sorts of Xyz plays. But fortunately, I don't think he's going to be doing that anytime soon. We'll see. Really depends on what he's got. But I guess we'll never find out because he surrendered. That seemed a bit premature, but I guess I did have the total advantage. I had Guru and all that, so I guess there you go. There's Subterror advantage. The advantage is nobody wants to mess with our Subterror boys. So let's go ahead into the end screen. I think we've seen enough today. Let's head there and talk about the deck some more. Alrighty, Subterrors did just fine today. We got some wins. We had a loss, but that's fine, you know. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. That's how it is. So, you know, it's a nice, fun deck, Subterrors. It's about locking our opponent down and all that, and we got to do that plenty. Big Guru was our big playmaker, as always he is. And so, I say we did alright today. So, of course, as always, I'm going to say thank you guys for watching. Tomorrow, we're looking at a fan request for Fire Princess Shiki-Digi. That's the name of the deck, Fire Princess Shiki-Digi. So, I hope to see you guys again there. Thank you again for watching. Your boy Memphis is signing out. I'll see y'all again next time with more Yu-Gi-Oh! Action. Take care until next time.